Hey everybody, here at the park with my kids. They're out all playing and just taking a quick break to do a quick video, and wanted to bring something up that I thought was really helpful. Someone just mentioned to me the idea that you can still be pursuing the things that are most precious to you, that are going to help you to thrive no matter what you're going through, and to be able to really dwell on the things that just bring you life and beauty, color, that help you to feel like life is, got some value to it. And I feel like that's just such a good reminder. It's such a precious thing to me at the moment, just thinking about, the different setbacks and frustrations that I have and that you all have, that you share with me, and the reality that, if you dwell on them too much, they certainly get you down. But the idea of kind of saying, to as much of an extent as you can, to pursue the things that just make you happy, whether it's writing or photography or dancing or a craft or a art, something you do at work, some kind of hobby, some kind of whatever, volunteer work, community work, cooking, traveling, whatever you do that just makes you, it makes you come alive and thrive, to do your best to just pursue those things. And I feel like in some ways what I'm doing with these YouTube channels is creating that for me, in a sense. When I write poetry and then I read it, it's like I'm coming alive. I feel like I do have poetry inside my brain, inside my blood. When I write stories for my kids and write kids' songs, that's such a big part of me. It's such a huge part of my life and my effort, my heart. When I interview people and understand their stories and help share them, that's very much a part of my heart's passion, to help spread the word that there's a different side of life outside of Christianity that's just readily available to you. A lot more things coming. Romantic ASMR has just started. I'm doing sleep ASMR shortly, helping people to really be present, to slow their breathing down and to sleep. That's obviously a big part of my life. I had severe insomnia for like 25 years. So just trying my best. Oh, hey Allie. Come here. Come say hi.
Daddy,
What's up?
I had a
You got a boo-boo?
yeah,
Where'd you get a boo-boo on your knee?
it's here.
Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. You want me to give you kisses? I don't have a Band-Aid with me right now. Do you want to do a Band-Aid soon?
Yeah,
Okay. Can you say to the camera, say, I have an owie.
I had a Harry.
Let me see your knee. I'll give you kisses. Mwah. It's going to be better, okay? Let me see you spin. Woo! Okay, go play. We're almost done. Let's see here. There's another one. There's that one. But, when I look at all the things that I'm doing, and I've got a lot more that's coming soon, photography and videography are going to be stepped up a notch shortly. Those things are just who I am. And it's like you can't say because I don't have this or that in my life, and it's creating anxiety and stress and the deprivation of the lack of something that's a dream that you wanted, that you can't still pursue a lot of other things, and they don't take their place of it. Obviously you still have to hurt sometimes, as REM says, everybody hurts sometimes, but you can really offset that significantly by just pursuing the beauty of nature, the beauty of your own heart and mind and creativity, the beauty of community, building people up, hearing people's stories, sharing your story, learning new things. There's so many ways that you can just come alive. And I love that. I love it so much. I wish it for you all in the same way, that we can look at the things, the people that we wish relationships were different, loved ones, parents, friends, former friends that, left us, abandoned us because of our lack of faith in Jesus. But when you look at the setbacks, in some ways, we have to count them, at least temporarily, as a liability, as a loss, let it go, and find a way to say, I am going to be the very best person I can be. And In some ways, I think, not in a vindictive or revengeful sense, but sometimes for these Christians who would really kind of effectively wish you ill will, where they would just be like, if you're going to pursue this life without Jesus, then there's nothing but darkness left for you. There's nothing but bad outcomes. There's nothing good that can come of a godless life. And in some ways, the best way to respond to that is just to say, then look at my life. I'm happier. I'm more at peace. I'm thriving. I'm more creative. I'm more loving. I'm more outreaching. I'm more supportive. I'm more giving. I'm more volunteering. I'm more beautiful than I've ever been before. If godlessness is ugliness and despair, then why do I have so much overwhelming peace and beauty in my life? And honestly, the contrast between who we are and who we're becoming compared to who they are, who they've been, who they keep staying as, is just greater and greater and greater. Their lives don't appeal to us to be like them. But you know what? We might eventually be able to pull some of them out, not actively. People have to make their own choices, and we can't force our wishes or whatever on them. You can't rescue people. People have to rescue themselves. But you can give people reason to pause and think and say, they're actually, not just weeks or months worth, but years and years and years and years worth of a pattern that their hearts and their lives are getting more beautiful, more lovely, more attractive. If they don't have that thought, that it is what it is. But some people, I think, might reflect at some point and say, wow, I didn't think that was going to be the outcome of your rejection of Christ. I thought the outcome would be that you would just have a sad life. You'd kind of throw it away at that point. And instead, your life's actually getting more amazing. Maybe for some people it will give them reason to pause. If it doesn't, there's still going to be other people in your life that will come alongside you, come into your inner circle, and appreciate what you've done, appreciate who you've become. But at the end of the day, life is short. Make every day count, and say to yourself, it doesn't really matter what people think. I know my heart. I know what's inside. I know my reasons to leave were exquisitely accurate and good and right. I know that the apologists and the preachers that have these messages of hate, of, God loves you, but if you don't love him back, he's going to send you to hell. All these messages that are so disgusting, and that we're supposed to love this psycho Yahweh who drowns his own babies and puts people in gardens with snakes that can hurt them on purpose. You know that stuff is not for you anymore. You know you're done with it. And you know that they're stuck. Their blindness is so thick. But your life is becoming more beautiful. I'm looking, kids playing and the beautiful clouds, the sky, nature, the stars at night. Everything is just becoming richer and more precious to me than it's ever been. And I think in some ways, when you look at the things that just make you come to life, you kind of have to ignore the critics for a while, because the critics are going to kind of become a distraction to you becoming the best person. And there are days that I literally just say to myself, I've gotten 100 emails, gotten 50. Yeah, there's an airplane. I've gotten 100 emails. I've gotten 50 comments to respond to. I've got so much to do, but I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to keep my eyes focused on my job. My job is to process interviews for people, to set up new interviews for new people, to create these other websites for religious trauma recovery, for purity culture recovery, for this poetry that's, ASMR, which is in part an outgrowth of creativity, but it's also in part just to further fund the atheist. Hey, sweetie, I'll be right there. To further fund the, atheist stuff that I'm working on that's the top priority. But, all this stuff over time is building and building and building, and you let the stress of the day go. You let the people screaming for your attention, and especially the people who are judging you and saying you're an awful person. You let it go, and you just say, I'm going to focus on one thing: me, my heart, my mind. I'm going to focus on me and what makes me the best person and what helps me to help other people the most. what makes me more artistic and creative, what makes me smile and dance inside, what makes my life more beautiful, and what helps other people's lives become more beautiful and whole and less toxic. Focus on those, push away everything you can, stay focused on the goal, and we will become better people in ourselves, we'll become better people in the community. We have a vision, we're going to keep at it, focused, and we're going to end up being more attractive, in my opinion, more attractive to the people who at the moment are our heavy critics, but eventually they're going to have to say, you know what, the fruit has proven itself. Your life is much more amazing now that you're not a Christian. Your life is much, much better, and you are helping the world so much better. That's where we're aiming for. Yep, there she is. This is Abby. Say hi.
Hi.
And what did you want to tell me? Can you tell everybody how old you are?
I'm 6.
And when your next birthday, what cake are you going to have?
I want to have a castle cake with princesses on it.
Nice, October 5th. I love it. And is there anything else you want to say before we go? I love the wind blowing through your hair. It's so pretty. Do you want to say I love you to the moon and back? Do you like the wind?
Yeah.
It feels so pretty. It's nice when it's not so hot like this. Did you go on all the slides and the swings?
Not all of them. There was that want to go on.
This is a video to help people protect their minds. Do you want to say anything? Not this time? Okay. You want to say anything?
Well, in one story of the Bible, bad men, went to a a big wall, the wall of Jericho.
Yep.
And they, I think
And marched around.
they marched around for 99.
7 days.
Oh, 7 days, and
They blew their.
they blew their trumpets 99 times each day, I think.
I think it was 7 times at the end. But anyway, what happened after they blew their trumpets on the 7th day? Or the 8th day?
The wall of Jericho came tumbling down.
And what did they do next?
They, I think, went in, killed all the moms, dads, baby boys, and baby girls, but took the big girls that were ready to get married and had sex with them.
Yeah. And they did it.
We little older girls too.
Yep. And when they did it because they were obeying who?
God.
Yeah, Yahweh. What do you think about that story?
I think that taking little girls and having sex with them is very mean.
Yeah. And
killing their own parents in front of them too.
yeah. And stealing their land.
Yeah.
And then making some of them into slaves and beating them.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Are you free from Bible prison?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's the quick shot for today. Shot in the arm. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Owen, you want to say
Bye. We'll see you next time.
Ethan, you want to say goodbye? He's being shy. All right. See you later, alligator.
Bye. I want to show you something I can do.
I've got it here. Cute. All right. Bye-bye.